Hey everybody, Brett here from Sourdough Lifestyle. We've posted pictures of it a couple times in our Instagram, but today I wanted to take you through how to actually mix my favorite bread in the whole world, turmeric and black pepper. So it's based on our workhorse recipe, which we go over at length in our Sourdough Lifestyle 101 class. And it's a really great example of how to just easily add a couple quick ingredients that completely changes the whole character and nature of your bread and really lets you explore different things. So here we go. The first step is to have your starter ready. This is Gandalf. He is ready to go. I'm going to be mixing a double batch because we're going to shape it two different ways as well. So we're going to start with 200 grams of this good stuff. We'll be pouring that in. If we're going to be plus or minus a little bit, I'm not going to stress about it because that's what sourdough is all about. No stress. So, come on. There you go. 197. Good enough. We're going to double that in water. So it's about 200 grams of starter. Then we're going to do 400 grams of water. And I'm just a little short. Add a little bit more here. And then we're going to add in the spices because we want them to dissolve in the water. So this is our turmeric. In different languages, it's called different things. Turmeric, this is in French actually, is curcuma, is going to be, it's one of the main spices in curry powder. It's a really vibrant yellow spice. Doesn't have a hugely strong flavor on its own, but what it does, it gives this really depth of flavor that complements the sourdough really well. So we're going to do, it's about 1% of the total weight of the dough, which in this case is going to end up being about 1,200 grams. So 1% of 1,200 is 12. Just take the zeros off. So we're going to add 12 grams of turmeric, which is actually quite a bit as you stand here shaking it. And then about, I went a little over, no problem there. So then I'm going to add about half of that in ground black pepper. This is just regular ground black pepper. So I'm going to shoot for around 6 grams. There we go. Went a little over on that too. We are not afraid of flavor, so going over on spices is no problem. Then the last thing we're going to add is the flour. So it's going to be 3 times the amount of starter we did, which was 200 grams, so that makes 600 grams of flour. We're just going to dump it right in. And if you've ever taken our classes before, I went over on flour. That was a little much over. I'm going to pull some of that back out. If you ever taken one of our classes before, you know that we just mix with fingers. So the next step here is just to mix this all together. And then once the flour is all wet, you'll be setting it to rest and let it sit for a good, at least 10 minutes, up to like an hour, we say. And so we do the next part, which will be adding the salt and kneading. The kneading, rising, and baking process is really the same as any other loaf for this. And now you can see some pictures of the final product and how we really enjoyed it later that night.